No, I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I just feel like this video will be a little bit more interesting than showing you a basic unboxing of, hey, I just got a USA soccer jersey in, and oh, I got myself a necklace, and oh, I finally have my iPad. Like, why not, I guess, unpack a little bit more inside my mind? And if we're gonna unpack it, of course, it's gonna be from a SolePremise bag, which we'll get to a little bit later on, but I don't consider myself the actual title of YouTuber, and maybe that is a little confusing because you're like, hey, don't you have a YouTube channel? Don't you create, videos? Don't you upload videos? And you do that almost at a daily rate. So why don't you believe that you're a YouTuber? We'll go over all three reasons. And again, hopefully this is a little bit more entertaining than a basic unboxing.
That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Shoes Chains. I hope you guys are having an amazing day whenever you're viewing this. As always, if you're brand new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hopefully you gained some insight into myself with this video. And Two Shoes Crew, I appreciate any time you check in and you spend a little time over here. So wasting zero time. No, I don't consider myself a YouTuber by any means. And when I say that, I mean the title of itself, like a YouTuber. To me, I create content that's uploaded onto YouTube in itself, but I don't go around saying, hey, I'm a YouTuber, or yeah, I'm TJ, I'm a YouTuber. I don't go around saying that. Truth be told, I hate when friends say it, especially if I walk in somewhere and they're like, oh yeah, you should check her out, she's a YouTuber, and I'm just like, no, I create videos that are on, YouTube, but to me that automatically says like, oh, you're a professional by trade. Like YouTube is what you do in terms of providing for yourself. And that's not the case. So we'll break this down into hopefully 3 easy parts, or at least give you an understanding of why I feel the way I do about it. All right, so number 1, I have no intention to make this my career. I think when people consider themselves a YouTuber, they are in this deliberately to have it become their career, right? One of the job titles young kids will write down now is, I want to be a YouTuber. Like that's a real thing that wasn't a thing back in the day. And so kids are aspiring to be YouTubers the same way they may aspire to be a lawyer or a doctor or an accountant. So that's a good thing, right? Entertainment, you're in control of, your day and your content and what you need to, do every day, I guess to provide for yourself. So I get the allure, and it comes with a lot of attention and people know you on social media. I understand that. I never entered this with the intention of, I'm going to quit my day job and go become a YouTuber. I've been asked that question, whether it's by people who manage actual social media content creators that are big enough where this is their livelihood. And then even by my new manager, because no matter what, like if I'm on a Zoom call, people can see part of my setup. So the question is usually, oh, what is that for? And so half of our conversation really just centered around sneakers in itself. And I guess she was able to see my passion come through. And she says, well, are you just as passionate about what you do? And do you want to go? Like, why not just go do sneakers? And I'm like, listen, let me explain something to you. With my career, I have actual stability. I have a defined skill set. I have benefits, okay? Great healthcare, 401k, it's matched. There's a lot that comes with my actual career. Versus me wanting to do YouTube full time, if that was ever something I contemplated. There is no stability. There really isn't structure. There's no healthcare. There's no retirement plan. And when you are following even the steps of YouTube gurus that are telling you how to grow, how to expand, how to reach more people, how to be more impressionable, there's still no guarantee that that's going to work for you. Do you know why? Because I, like myself, like a lot of you that view content, we have the attention span of a goldfish. So we may love one thing today, we don't like it tomorrow. We change and evolve as the person that we are, which means we may not want to even consume the same content. So you're at the mercy of whatever the people want to see. And that's how you're paid, essentially. So no, that in truth is not actually appealing to me at all. So moving beyond that, there's another reason why I've never gone into this with the intention of YouTube being my career. I'm doing the very thing I did prior to 2018 when I started the channel as Talks with TJ. Now, it was something else before, but truth, Talks with TJ started in 2018 in April. So for me, I'm doing the exact same thing. Even if I didn't hop up here and record videos for you guys, I would still buy shoes. I would still buy clothes. I would still style them the same way that I do now. Only difference is it just wouldn't be blasted on YouTube for people to consume and, comment about. That's really the only difference. So again, I didn't start it with the intention of, like brands and sponsors. No, that's not why I did it. I was already posting some of these things on not necessarily IG, maybe Twitter, just having the discussions like I did X, I bought Y. And there were other young adults that were saying, I don't understand how you're able to do this. And I'm stressing about like basic life needs. And so it became, well, hey, I have a budget and this helps me spend without guilt, but I'm also taking care of other things I need to take care of. And that snowballed into the free ebook that I offer to help you guys budget. And then that's what actually led me to start a channel. But again, I'm doing the exact same thing I would be doing outside of this. And that also leads into, this isn't a must win. This isn't a must succeed at. So I cannot succeed at YouTube, and we'll get into the successful part of what I think I am and I'm not. I don't need to succeed in this. That's what makes it fun. That's what keeps it enjoyable, right? This isn't a must win. If a video doesn't pop and it doesn't do anything, which that's a lot of my videos, if it doesn't pop, if it doesn't do anything, I'm fine. My livelihood, fine. The change, the extra income that comes from YouTube, okay, maybe I buy a little bit less of whatever I want for myself this month, but it's not my livelihood that's affected. When it's a must win, it's different. You're not just for the fun of it creating content. It's now you create and it does well, or you need to revamp everything. You have to start looking at bills and commitments you have and ask yourself, can I meet those based on the income I know that I'll receive from this? That's not what I have to do right now. So it gives it a totally different feel, and it's a different take for myself. I don't have to win at this, so it keeps it fun. And I appreciate that aspect of it because I also understand there are, ebbs and flows of this and stress that can come with it. But for me, because it's not a must win, it's not something that I stress about a whole lot. The reality of how I see it, I'm okay as somebody that creates content on YouTube. I would actually not consider myself good. That's just being honest. Now, success can be defined in a number of different ways by different people, whether it's based on data, analytics, growth, sub count, view count. It really depends on who you're asking. Maybe in the grand scope of YouTube, whatever niche that you may be in, I'm okay. I'm not really good. I would not consider myself good at this in itself. Now, has it opened and afforded me some, some opportunities and some open doors? Yes, absolutely it has. And some of those are brand deals, right? And some of them you click with and you connect with better than others. Like SolePremise, we work great together. I enjoy creating content for them, playing around with the different, bags and capturing things. I actually like that. It tests me in different ways because I don't just do the basic, hey, let me hold the bag up. So I try to actually provide you guys a little bit more enjoyable viewing, I guess, for the bags. But you guys always know you can check out SolePremise. Link is always in the description. And my code TalksWithTJ saves you 35%. So I've been afforded some different things. But for myself, like if you were to ask me like, oh, if somebody is good at YouTube, what would you categorize that at? Honestly, you have the ability to, generate a sub count of 10K to 20K within a year's time, because that means hitting a 100K mark and getting that plaque. You're on track to hit that within, let's say, 3 to 5 years. I think that in itself is really, really, that makes you good. Like, okay, you got this. There is a foreseeable real future in this. That is not me. We can look at my numbers. You can look at my sub count. It took me 2 years to hit 10K. And then also it might take me 3 years to hit 20K. I may not hit 20K by April of 2021 this year. So if we're talking just data and analytics, I would categorize myself as just okay, not necessarily good. And for some of my friends or people that are like, no, you'll be a 100K channel, I would love all of you to go see your general primary care physician. I don't know if you need to Zoom them with everything going on, but see them, because I think something is wrong with you when you like throw those numbers out or you project that that's what's going to happen. I have no idea. Quite honestly, I could stall out at wherever I possibly stall out at. And it is what it is. Like, you have ebbs and flows. I think you have to understand it, right? For the videos that do well, they usually center around a really hot sneaker or maybe fall content. I have no idea how that popped. I think it's just based on the trend. But those are the videos that may generate a lot of views. Half of my content that I enjoy making and that's fulfilling is not that, right? It's budget and it's life talk. So that will never do anything for me in this space here. I'm also self-aware enough to understand what works and what doesn't work. Lives, I'm not somebody that does well with lives. Like, I apologize for lying to you all and saying like, yeah, we're going to do 2 lives a month. We absolutely will not do 2 lives a month. I crossed that all the way off my calendar because you all, believe it or not, you always provide the feedback of what you actually care about and want to watch and what you don't want to watch. And the lives prove that that's not actually what you want to watch, at least not from myself. So I take into account, is that worth the time? It's not worth the time. So lives are not something you guys are going to see probably anymore on the channel outside of maybe if there's a fog drop, but depending on what I'm doing in my day for work, because my work is going to become a little bit more complex of what I'm doing. I don't know that I'm necessarily doing that, but I think I'm really self-aware of what I'm capable of right now, where I stand. And listen, I'm okay. I'm not good. I know this is probably like an oxymoron because I make content almost every day, but I'm just being myself. I'm a very disciplined, regimented, structured person. So I approach one thing the way I approach every single thing in my life. It's on schedule. It's consistent no matter what. It doesn't matter sometimes if maybe I want to do certain things or don't want to do certain things. Like if I've set a plan in place, I'll just follow it like it's second nature. And I'm the same way when it comes to lifting and working out. Like I look the way I do year round because I consistently do the things I need to do to look that way year round. Now I will probably argue that's more successful than what I do on YouTube, but I do that, and for me it works. So I have a plan. I approached YouTube the same way. There's a plan. I follow it. I structure my content out for close to a year at a time, and then I work from that that skeleton that I've pretty much set up. But also, when it comes to this, I'm here to create. I'm here to do what it is that you are on YouTube to do, which is create and to hopefully add value to whoever is viewing your content, to add value to that. I liken that also to going to the gym. I go to the gym to work out for me, to do that and bounce. I don't go to try to develop all of these friendships and to talk. I'm actually one of those people that keeps my headphones in religiously the entire time. We don't need to have a long drawn out conversation. I am here to work and go about my really busy day. I approach YouTube kind of the same way. I have a lot going on, so I am there to create, engage with you all, and then I bounce. Like I'm a very reserved, private individual. I don't go and try to be part of everything. Now that doesn't click well with everyone, and that's fine. Remember, only child, lone wolf, okay? I'm used to just doing things on my own and to myself, and I've also realized that's the best way to go about it. Again, just for me, okay? Just for me. The experiences that I've had, I understand. I'm good with the way that I approach things, and that's just being me and doing me. So, yeah, these are kind of like the 3 reasons why I don't really consider myself a YouTuber. I know that may be a little bit weird. I'll continue to, of course, create content and have fun with it, but I love generating content for other people behind the scenes. That's what I've been fortunate enough to be able to do now. And then also I create and post those things on Instagram, and you guys can see that there if you follow me at talks.with.tj. And if you were to ask me like, oh, TJ, are you a YouTuber? Nope. I create content. Some of it goes on YouTube. Some of it goes on Instagram. Either way, I appreciate you guys for tuning into it. So as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.